Chemistry cards.
Yeah. Are the matrix? Sham cheesy. Karate. When me say U.P.K, U.K. Well anyway. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends. Dog fi fly out and one bend span the ends. But we die out and more dead pan the ends. Where me come from, you lucky if you live long. They in a the war zone, but I no Pakistan. A the place where you juvenile a the big man. Pray for you do time, brother pick one yo. Man a fi bleach but I never zone of the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy them response. You we dead if you a Christian, devil them strong. We say, but is a trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me killer them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man him is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. I same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance. Hey, boom. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends. Dog we fly out and one bend span the ends. But we die out and more dead body them. Once upon a time round ya so did nice. Full of vibes man a play football shoes aside. If I no football you like one go shoot your dice. But everything change when me nigga lose him life. Proof of crime. A certain black coffee get scrutinized. Check every taxi on the route I drive. Them youth I ride them to connive. Man have to sleep at the and shoot tonight. And watch your head back. You never know what over time round. You're not safe again. Watch out for the hate of them and the traitor them. And the fake friend dog the acre tens. No solution for make amends. Babylon says ceasefire but we nah no fate na them a sake of them. Make the crime rate so great again. And Jamaica red hot like the equator belt Jamaica bread. Cause you never break no bread. With the ghetto youth them you send the Terminator them dad. So man a fi whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends dog. Fi fly out and one bend span the ends. But we die out and more dead pan the ends. Lucky if you live long, they in a the war zone. But I know Pakistan is a place where you juvenile a the big man. Pray for you do time, brother pick one dog. Man have to bleach but I never zone of the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy them respond. You we dead if you a Christian, devil in strong. Hey. A trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me killer them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man him is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. A same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance.
This video taken by the I.S.U.P.K is posted on the school's website and on YouTube. He says he and members of his Christian Bible school are well within their First Amendment rights. But shop owners say they've heard enough. Today in court, their lawyers argued the group is trespassing. In addition, they say the group
niggas want me dead. Crackers too, but these coon ass niggas, they for the feds. My stick full of lead. In case these whole niggas try me, man, I might have to make that bed. No need to even flex. Cause how I walk it, how I talk it, let you know my speech direct. You heard what I said. Another move, your life passing through your mind, now you're big. And I'm fresh like a motherfucker. Niggas hating cause they mom want us. I'm just coolin' by myself, but now they all on me. Shut up, bitch, eat a dick, I don't wanna love you. Sip that pool, wow, got your list up out your shoe now. Look what you finna do, wow, it's hot. Hop around these niggas till you flop. I'm busy getting mine, but all these niggas wanna duck. But it's cool, let me know I'm on the top. Steady in the courtroom, always fighting cops. Call the white man the devil, and that's off the top. So they try to stop my movement with a block, but I beat the case every damn time, so they watch. Waiting on the nigga to try to make me slip up. Walking up on me like homeboy, what's in your cup? Do you have any drugs? Well, let me see the slugs. Make it your bitch ass back, get mad, you ain't getting love. Your wife made you clip it damn nuts, yeah I know. Crazy what coon people will do for these hoes. But I ain't even pressed, I see why you going on. My nigga, you dead wrong, bust a netball, get it on.
Black and white land, shit is crazy.
They preach about how they hate white people, how they
I'm freshen up, cleaner than the motherfucker. Good juice in my cup is redder than the blood sucker. Drip on leak, yeah, drip on me. Hey, talking about, but what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, you see these damn bitches, they be choosing on me. But I don't want the bitch, but that bitch drooling on me. I get to walking on the club, she wanna moving with me. But I won't have it cause she easy like spaghetti, homie. Unleashed it to the G. Who is he? That nigga from SC. Get your level straight before you approach a G. Zion TC 0013. Sits on the stick, it got me cruising off the scene. The fuck do you mean? Yeah, nigga, yeah. They nigga be hating, but they can't penetrate us. Tryna shoot at us now or later, but I'ma get you now. Potato on the barrel, blang, blow.
But even 30 years later, videos don't necessarily lead to convictions of officers. Advocates for reform say that needs to change.
Backstage.
Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga. You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch. Fuck you talking about? If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, soup solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK, soup solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the solid and I show her. She could never get a piece whole. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit mugger. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, soup solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in a temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you're scoring off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass whole fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Commanding general get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I was talking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga, I popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. How can I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, soup solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. I'm stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
Boa.
Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitch and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, all these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I stuck on the boss. I'm good at want my ass to work and paper back. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying, and I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, all these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work and bring that paper back. Sharp, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying, and I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up, I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, the bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, the money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying, and I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm sick of that shit. I know you sick of it too, man. Money's supposed to be a tool, woman. What's your purpose, though? It's supposed to benefit a purpose. Shout out Boom Man now.
Yo, clap it up. Come on. Get me. What you say, man? You say, fuck that job.
Yeah, fuck that fucking job. We gonna be rich tomorrow.
Fuck that
Yo,
job.
I'll be.
You know what I mean? Right, man. You know what I mean? So again, it's on the ends, the 127th episode, man. I'm there with my main man, you know what I mean? Officer at our band, live from Manchester. Go on, Album. Be with yourself. Give us some of the Manchester accent, man. You get me? So, live. Get me big up everyone in the chat. Big up to Zarp one of Manchester's finest. Big up Kamala from Brum. You know what I mean? Big up a Howard Bar, Sharara Nah. Who else we got in there, man? Big up everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Big up Aisha. Big up Amawa Nah. You know what I mean?
Sharp in there too.
You know what I mean? Big up Shara Parr from Birmingham. Big up the whole UK, man. So lucky. Almost miss Shara Parr right there, you know. But we got them, man. Big up everyone, man. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe. Anything you want to put on the channel or on the podcast, let us know, man. And we do it for you. Get me? My co-host, my regular co-host, Officer Dungabar, couldn't make it today. You know what I mean? But we got a brother, you know, just as good. You know what I mean? Just as entertaining, just as edifying, just as strong. You know what I mean? Just for Manchester, that's all. Just replace the Brummie accent with a Manny accent, and you got Dungabar of Manchester. You get me? still about, man. So what's life saying in Manchester, man, with Alban?
Yo, life's been good, man. It's calm. I've been working on a little something, little project myself. Don't watch that. When it comes out, it comes out.
This nigga here.
Don't watch that.
I hear you, man. So what you saying? We should look out for some garments for Alban in 2024.
God, see. I got the garment, yes. I'm gonna rock out the garment at camp, but I got something I'm working on that inspired by I.S.U.P.K, Mexico. You know, inspired. That's how I get
you know, Yahshua needs a garment, innit? Yahshua needs a garment, so
he's a garment. Say no more.
And the generals are coming soon. You know, all the brothers and sisters in the states are coming soon for the Feast of Tabernacles. So I'm gonna need a little garment, you know what I mean? Look, winter time garment, you get me? So you have to do some business here, man. So you know, we get into it again. Anything, you know, when you can call in 079 607 46784, 079 607 46784. We're located at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. And right here is the only place we will find the truth at the I.S.U.P.K. If you want to become a trooper, do your 90 days, come in all black, get yourself a name. You know what I mean? You can catch me at Alban every Tuesday, Brotherhood class, 7 to 9, on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, I.S.U.P.K, United Kingdom. Look at smiling, just in the face, smile. I'm playing with you. So luck, yeah. You know what I mean? We have camp in central London, Piccadilly Circus, man. The famous Piccadilly Circus. We have camp right there, man. Why? Because we run England, man. I like Alban.
That's right.
We want to go, man. The same Piccadilly Circus where Diggy D shoots his videos, man. The same Piccadilly Circus where all the people on the street perform right there, man. Why could England, man? You know what I mean? We also do camp in Brixton on the High Street outside the KFC. Also, we have camp in Birmingham, right outside the bull ring, not far from the bull. You can't miss us, man. So look out for us, man. UPK, we got many projects. We're also on TikTok as well. Many powerful videos, Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, the whole nine, man. And we're located at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. So, I'm going to get some topics, man. And Alban, let me know when you want to chime in, yeah? So this is something that it kind of pissed me off. It rubbed me the wrong way, man. I saw a devil from England, hella proud, man. And this is what's wrong with England. These devils in England are proud, and this is why they're proud, man. They're proud because they're the biggest thieves. They're proud because they're the biggest murderers, and they ain't humble about it. When we kill someone, when a black man kills someone, we go jail, and we don't come out of jail until we what? Rehabilitated, man. Till we're fixed up. Meanwhile, they've killed and raped and robbed oil in many different countries, and they ain't rehabilitated, man. Right. We can't get jail until we feel sorry for our actions, man. They are the biggest criminals that don't feel sorry for their actions, man. Let me play this for you real quick, man.
At war. Name a country, Gary. Germany, 1945. Thank you very much. Very recent job done twice this century. If they tried again around 99, we got the fucking
this new upgrade, man. It's fucked up, man. It's a lucky man. All right, let me get the video now. It's up now. 2 seconds, Jack.
No sweat. Name a country. Oh, okay. Right.
We have defeated every single country in the world at war. Name a country, Gary. Germany, 45. Thank you very much. Very recent job done twice in 1 century. If they tried again around 99, we got the fucking hat trick. Another country, please. Argentina, 82. No help from no one else. And that, of course, was a war not for oil, but for penguins. Because we all know penguins are an essential ingredient in making Guinness, aren't they? You boil them up, the white stuff floats to the top, job done. Another country, please. Another one, France, thank you. We're in 1815 Waterloo, we haven't heard from them since. Yeah, another one, please. Canada, yeah, Canada used to be part of the British Empire, which means they're an ally of ours. As you know, being an ally of ours counts as losing to us. Why else am I so miserable? Another one, please. Hey? Spain, 1588, Battle of the Armada. Thank you, sir. We haven't heard from them since. Another one. Uganda. That's an African colony, of course, that at one point used to belong to the Germans. Then in 1919, the League of Nations, as you know, when the Treaty of Versailles, when the world was redivided, the African colonies were partitioned, separated between France and Great Britain. And we got Uganda as a result simply of it being defeat the Germans. We got given Uganda, which sounds like fucking winning there without even having to go there. Result.
Okay. He proud for real. He a historian.
He's proud, and that's what most white people think. That's what most devils think like. You know what I mean? They've gone down raping and robbing the whole earth, man. Their track record speaks for itself. You know, black people are the people that's want to imagine this, Alban. They call us the criminals. They call us the goons, and we be down behind bars. We don't harm nobody, man. You know who we do harm? We harm our own people, man. That's who we harm. Meanwhile, they harm every single nation on the face of the earth. This man just said it, man. He just said it. He goes, name a country that we haven't defeated, and it's correct. There's no country that the oppressor ain't dropped bombs on. There's no country, no race that the oppressor hasn't raped, robbed, and murdered, and of course, as I would say, pillaged, man.
Right.
Rape, rob, and pillaged everybody, but we're the criminals because we got internal beasts, man. We got internal wars, man. If you could, Alban, give me Obadiah 1-on-1, man. This man thinks that his legacy will live forever because he got a strong military, and he does. The oppressor has a strong military. His military is very strong, man. But make no mistake about it, it's coming to an end, man. I know he's so strong. He got tanks and missiles and heavy warfare, and his men are trained and they can blow up a country by pushing a button. I hear you, man. But let me tell you something. There's a black man called Jesus Christ, and guess what? Your missiles ain't faster than what he's bringing, man. The weapons that you got ain't better than the weapons that Jesus Christ got, man. Read that for me, Baba Kushar.
Khan. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night.
No, give me 1-on-1, Baba Kushar, if you could.
Khan. Verse 4. Or it's like I'll read from verse 2, in fact.
Go on. I want everyone to know that it's talking about Edom. Get that part for me.
Okay, it says that in verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Concerning who?
Concerning Edom.
Concerning Edom, man. So we're talking about Europeans, man. We're talking about the French. We're talking about the Germans. We're talking about the Dutch, man. All these people, all these tribes of oppressors and Caucasians that had blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in slavery. That's what we're talking about. We ain't talking about Arabs. We ain't talking about Africans. We ain't talking about East Indians. We're talking about Edom. And the British are Edomites, man. And this is what the law says about them. We verse 3, Baba Kushar.
Khan, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
The what?
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
And that's the thing, man. These devils are proud, man. They're proud. You see, 1942, we beat them against 1556, we beat them, the Spanish Armada. We're here for them since. They're very proud, man. And they should be. That's the history. But guess what? As a black man, we should be even prouder, man. You know, like our history is greater than theirs. And our future is greater than theirs too. Our future is going to be greater than theirs. The Lord said that, guess what? When we defeat the oppressor, when Christ comes back and defeats the oppressor, it's going to be so glorious that we ain't going to talk about Egypt no more, man. No longer are we going to talk about Egypt. No longer are we going to talk about the Red Sea party, man. That's going to be nothing for what God's bringing. It's going to be no more. We're going to be talking about the river turning to blood and Moses and a pillar of fire by a day and, pillar of fire by a night, man. It's going to be nothing. The way the Lord's going to tear this man down, it's going to be nothing, man. This man is proud, man. Why? Because the Lord's blessed him with the sword, man. And he's killed many nations and he's proud of it. No one can take him down. But the Lord said what?
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
And the Lord said the pride of his heart, his pride has deceived him. But you're deceived. You ain't seeing the clear picture, man. This man thinks he's great and he will live forever and no one can take him down, man. Is he mistaken? A black man by the name of Yahushua is going to take him down. Black people, black men are going to be his future masters, man. Black men are going to be his future rulers, man. He's a deceiver. He thinks he's great right now. We got the missiles and the bombs and Russia and Ukraine and England and all these Caucasian countries. A black man, the same black people that you hate and call niggas and talk about in your house and make snide comments about and put drugs in labels. They are going to be your future masters, man. You're going to have to call them same black men, sir. Them same black men you see on the park bench with a needle in their vein and a 6 can of lager. And them same black women, you go, look at them whores, man. They're going to be your superiors, man.
That's
your
right.
pride that deceives you. It's like your album, man. If you want to chime in.
Khan, I got a point after if you want to continue on the scripture and break it down.
No, go on. Bring it up.
Khan, I was just going to say, you know how they always say, whenever we bring up slavery and the atrocities that they did to our people, they always say, it was in the past, forget about it, you got a chip on your shoulder. But they remember every little detail, every victory that they've had. And they brag about all the wars they've won, all the nations they've conquered, and don't think that they ain't bragging the same way. You think it's just this devil? They bragging the same way about how they had our people in slavery and how they have us in this condition that we're into this day. They're bragging to this day about that. So when they put in our people's mind that it's in the past, or you know, it ain't like that no more. I didn't own slaves. They're bragging, and they know what they've done, and they know how they benefit off us to this day.
Exactly. And these are the same devils talking about, yo, slavery's in the past, put it behind you. So why is he bragging about the past, man?
That's right.
I thought the past is no more, it's done, it's behind us. He's there bragging about the past. That's what they believe, that they're the greatest country on the face of the earth and no man can take them down. Listen, Egypt fought that, man. Once upon a time, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were slaves in Egypt. We was the people that everyone laughed at. We was the people that was, servants. And to one of them same servants, the Lord heard their prayers, man. And guess where the Egyptians are right now, man? In the dust somewhere, in the dirt somewhere, in Sudan, man. And they ain't rich no more. They ain't great no more. Could you imagine about how Egypt was back then? We're talking about a time when there was no bulldozers, no scaffolding, no tractors. And in Egypt, back then, they had skyscrapers, man. That's what a pyramid is. Egypt is what Manhattan back then, Central London back then. Could you imagine the technology they had? They were the greatest country in the face of the earth, and niggas overthrew them, man.
Right.
The Lord overthrew them with the same people that was slaves that built the same pyramids, the same people that work in 9 to 5s, the same people that you throw in jail, man. They're too proud, man. Them devils are proud, man. And let me tell you something. He's proud of his history. We're proud of our history, and our history is greater than his history, man. Let me tell you about our history. There's a man in our history called Samson, man. There's a man in our history called King David. There's a man in our history called King Solomon, the greatest man, the wisest man to ever live, man. Samson, one of the strongest men to ever live, man. Moses, the same man that they make movies about, man. Joshua, a strong, mighty man in Israel. Our knowledge, our history is better than theirs, man. Black people, we think that we ain't got no knowledge. We think that we ain't got no history. Whenever we speak about history, we speak about the African man's history, man. You hear black men bigging up African man's history, talking about, because the pyramids and blah, blah, blah. That ain't our history, man. Our history is greater than them Africans, man. Greater than the white man's, man. Way greater than theirs. All the greatest people in the Bible come from us. In our history, you will find one man killing 1,000 men. In our history, when you hear that God parted the Red Sea, man. In our history, when you hear about one man killing a whole army with a jawbone of a donkey, man. In no one else's history. So he can keep the Spanish Armada and beating the French and all that nonsense there. That's nothing compared to our history, man. Salaki, man.
And Salaki, if I could, on that same video on how he's bragging about all the wars that England and Britain have won. Britain loves to portray themselves as like they're peaceful, or that like they're moral. They need to teach other nations how to, like, they always want to push that LGBTQ nonsense to other nations, but they want to put this image as if they're peaceful and they give aid to all these countries. But as it reads in the scripture, and as this devil just showed us, war is in this man's heart.
That's right. Nothing
but war. And if I could get that scripture in Psalms 55, I'll be sure. Book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20. Verse 19. God shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old. Salah, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not God. And it's that same oppressor that was back in the day, the same oppressor you see today, man. They have no changes, and they don't fear the Most High. They say when they have us in chains, in prisons, they had us in slavery, they said, praise be to God, for I am rich. And it wasn't our God that they were praising. They were praising good old white Jesus that made them rich, man. And if I could read
right, the so-called British man appears so innocent. I like that man.
Right.
With the tea and crumpets and drinking with your pinky like this and just having a good time and watching the football match, man. They seem so innocent. And Boris Johnson, you can't comb his hair. They come across as so innocent. But these are the biggest murderers on the face of the earth, man. The British Empire had the biggest empire, bigger than Spain, bigger than France, man. Murdered blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. You know what I mean? They're the reason why Jamaicans speak English, man. They're the reason why Trinidadians speak English. They're the reason why people in Australia speak English, man. They're the reason why people in Barbados and Trinidad and Montserrat speak English. They're the reason. They're the reason why the Native American Indians were killed, man. They're the reason why the Aborigines are extinct. We get so harmless. So yeah, I'm going down the pint. You know, I'm going down to the pub with my mates, having a little pint and a lager. You know, I ain't harming nobody. You're right there, pal. You're right there, chap. They act like they're so innocent. These are the biggest murderers on the face of the earth, man.
That's right.
And black people are we are what's wrong with the world. These are people that appear nice and loving. Meanwhile, they murder everything working, man. They steal oil from different countries, man. They push their Christianity and enslave black people, put drugs in our neighborhoods, man, and cram us into council estates. And they say that we're the problem. And they appear so loving and nice. And you're right there, pal. Yeah, I'm going to the down to the pub, you know, have a little vindaloo. They're wicked, man. The scripture you pulled out. You know what I mean? That's bang on. That's spot on, man. That's them. Ain't no one more wicked than the British, man.
Right. And so, like, if I could, it's like, you know, they come with their suit and ties, and they look, you know, they come with their hair combed over, a little part into the side, and like Christianity, the elbow patches, all that nonsense, man. And the Christianity in people's minds, it makes them think like, oh, you know, they're the good people, they're the pure, you know, pure white and all that nonsense. Like they're the angels, they're angelic. But as you said, man, they are the biggest murderers on this planet.
Absolutely. Do you know? You see them same British men that you see today, and you know they wouldn't harm a fly, so called. Right. You know, descendants from good old British men. It was good old British men that ripped open black women's legs, man, and raped them, man. Right. Good old British Christians that went to church on Sunday that whipped black men's back, man, and made them work from sun up to sundown, cutting cane, swinging a machete every single day, sweating in the hot sun, man. Good old British Christians did that, man. So don't tell me the Christians are great people. And that's wicked about them too. Whenever a black man kills somebody, like as black men, we might kill someone because why? They killed our cousin. Right. Or they're from one side of town and we're from the next. And we're beefing, we're in a gang war. And in that gang war, you know, I don't like the other side of town. Why? Because they killed my cousin. They killed my good brethren. I can't get over it. And you know what they do? They make out like, oh man, these black men are animals, man. Look at them killing each other, man. When it is silly, but I can see why. This brother wants payback for his cousins, man. Wants payback for all the brethren that you killed. And they make out like, oh, he's just an animal. Meanwhile, ain't no one a greater murderer than him.
That's right.
This man that said it in the video, you've murdered many nations that done nothing to you. If we're wicked, then what are you?
Right.
What did the Aborigines ever do to you? What did black people in the time of slavery ever do to you, man?
Right.
You know, what did the Aborigines in Australia ever do? What did the Native American Indians ever do to you, man? The Native American Indians showed you how to plant through the winter and how to survive, and you murdered them, man. You know why? Because you are the real murderer, not us, man.
That's right.
You're the heartless man and the please. You're the one. You're the heartless and merciless one, not us, man. They say, oh, black men in them gangs. Oh God, in them gangs. They fight for ends that they don't even own. Meanwhile, you're fighting for a football team that you don't even own, man. You're the hooligan fighting for a football team and cracking people's heads and throwing bottles and throwing bricks, man.
That's right.
But imagine this for Albon here. Imagine this, you're fighting for a team here, boss losing your life, and the players that play for the team are getting paid. The players that play for the team get paid for the team, get paid millions, and are in their cushy mansions while you're fighting, throwing bricks. But we're the animals.
Right.
If got anything else to say, you know, you can say it, man.
I got plenty to say on this topic. and like how they portrays in the news, like as you were saying, whenever a black man does something, it's always gang related, and it's like we just can't get it right, and we're all just thugs and hooligans. Whereas whenever one of them commit a crime, an atrocious crime, it's always you know, he was mentally ill, or you know, there's always some excuse or some way they paint him in a better light. But whenever one of us gets killed unjustly, they're brought up that he stole a pen in primary school, or he has a criminal record, he stole a friggin' some tires or some shit, some petty crime, and yet you know anything they do to justify killing us and to justify their killing. That's what they do consistently.
And you know what you said that there was key. Do you notice how he named loads of countries that the British murdered.
Right.
But do you notice when the British murder people, it's not murder, it's a victory. It's a victory. When you kill, he's a murderer, you're a disgusting murderer, you know. What's his name? Vladimir Putin's a disgusting, filthy murderer. Saddam Hussein is a disgusting murderer. We got to overthrow him because he's a murderer and he don't like this country and that country. Meanwhile, when the oppressor kills people, it's a victory. When they slaughtered the Native American Indians, it was a victory. We discovered the land and we rid it of all the people that was making the land disgusting and we cleaned it up. He killed the Spanish, it was a victory. They killed the Ugandans, it was a victory. They killed Canadians, it was a victory. That's because this man, it's like this man's the devil, man.
That's right.
If lucky, you know what I mean? I made some jet chicken independently for the first time today. Yo, listen, Albon, you gotta taste something, man. Next time you come down here, you gotta try it, man. Slap.
Yeah.
Moving on, anyways. Next one.
If I could read on the description.
Oh, go on, slack, yeah.
Come on. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
Go on, break that one.
So all these nations that he's talking about how he they were victorious over them. A lot of these nations didn't do anything to this oppressor, man. Like I mentioned the Aborigines. What did the Aborigines do to the British?
Nothing.
They colonized them, murdered them, took over their land. What did West Indies do to the British? We did nothing but serve them, build their NHS, build their infrastructure. But yet they murder us. They ship us back to Jamaica. They do all these things, man. They put their hands against those that are at peace with them. And that's the MO of this oppressor.
Imagine that. I'll give you one better. The Native American Indians loved him. When they didn't have to, they welcomed him up. Welcomed him. You know what I mean? When we came to England, was we welcome? Nah, man. We was gollywogs, man. We had to piss us back to our country. Listen, you can live here, but listen, you have to pay double the rent to live in a room. Meanwhile, our brothers weren't like him. We welcomed him in. You know what he did? Put smallpox in our blankets, man. Put us on reservations, man. That's lucky, man. Gotta get off him. This man's the devil, man. So lucky, man.
That's right.
This, right? Albert, you might be a bit young, but growing up here, true story. You know, this is why I love the UPK. Growing up, there's a man called David Blaine. You know about David Blaine?
He's a magician, right?
Yeah. And everyone said, listen, everyone said that David Blaine has special powers. And so David Blaine, sorry, for anyone that don't know, David Blaine is a magician. And when David Blaine was on the scene in the early 2000s, he was doing miracles, so-called. Like he'll make a pigeon off the street fly again. He'll get a cup of coffee and turn it into a cup of nickels. You know, doing stuff like that, flying, doing stuff like that. Everyone was saying, oh, you know what? He might be the second coming of Christ. This man got magic powers. Someone even saying, you know, I think he might be the Antichrist. And guess what? The UPK been saying it for years, man. There's no such thing as magic, man.
Right.
It's all mirrors and smoke, man. And guess what? Now, thanks to social media, all the tricks that David Blaine come up with now, they've been exposed, man. That's what these black men are too superstitious, man. We gotta start believing in, you know, these OBM men and magicians, man. They're not real, man. They're just people, hustlers that get your money. And this man's, his tricks have been exposed, man. So this is one of his favorite tricks. He used to go to a homeless man on the street with a cup of coffee, and money will come out of the cup of coffee when we get there.
Okay.
Well, it turns out this trick is much simpler than you may think. For the trick, concealed inside the coffee cup is another small cup filled with coins that is just big enough to fit below the coffee line. A sponge has been cut to fit inside the cup, which has a small hole. The hole is just big enough for his finger. He places the coin-filled cup into the coffee cup and on top of the sponge, and then the cups are filled with coffee. The magician places his finger inside the cutted hole and pushes the small cup up, which causes the coffee to spill onto its sides and down onto the sponge, revealing only the coins.
Right, okay.
So lucky. Was that it? Sorry, I thought this man had magic, man.
Right.
That's what it is, like, man. Like the Bible says, we're too superstitious, man. Everyone thought that David Blaine was the guy, and you know he could. Listen, it's all. There's no such thing as magic, man. Black man, we believe in the Obeah man too much. We believe in, you know, what's the man called? Oh my God! Listen, has anyone saw what happened with the Dalai Lama this week?
Rotted, you seen it, man.
That shit was disgusting.
That
The
was
Dalai Lama is a big religious leader in Asia, and we believe in men like that they're holy and that they can create miracles and that God's with them, and God isn't, man.
That's right.
What you saw there was a trick. It's smoke and mirrors, man. It's a technology, it's science. That's all it is. And we thought that, oh my God, he might be sick coming to Christ. Who can do miracles like that? Who can make miracles? Who can make a David Blaine had a miracle here where he made a pigeon fly again. A dead pigeon made it fly again. Come to find out, yeah, apparently if you take a pigeon here and you put him in dry ice, his heart will start beating for a couple of minutes, like 10, 15 minutes. And then if you choke him, you apply heat to his body, make him alive again. And it flies. What's the first thing a bird does? He sees you get scared, flies away, man. That's all it was. And that's all David Blaine was, man. You could give me Daniel's 2. Daniel's 2 and Daniel's 2 and 2.
Daniel chapter 2. Book of Daniel chapter 2 and verse 2. Then the king commanded to call the magicians. The magicians.
So the king, in the time of Daniel, there was a king that had a dream, and the king said, anyone that can, interpret my dream, I'll give you some money. And the king called all his magicians. Yes, magicians are not new. They're not new. The people that have been around a long time, lying to people, hustling people, talking about I can read your palm, talking about tarot cards, talking about I had a vision. They've been around a long time. And guess what? There was false back then as well, man. And they're false today, man.
That's right. Kind. And the astrologers and the sorcerers and the astrologers
and the sorcerers, all the palm readers, all the magicians, all the people that see visions, all of them are fraud, man. Keep it in.
Kind. And the Chaldeans for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream.
So these are men that's been on the king's payroll for years, man. Giving him, the false dreams. Yeah, king, yeah, you're gonna have a good day today. You're gonna but now the king put him to the test, man.
Right.
Let me tell you something about the magicians and these palm readers. They're just hustlers, man. They say shit like this to you, or in a year to come, I see a great future. Or I experience, I can feel heartbreak in the future. You know why you're Alban? Because everyone's gonna have heartbreak in the future, man.
Right.
In the future, you're going to lose somebody. You know why? Because everybody dies in the future. No one's getting any younger. You know what I mean? Jobs collapse and foreclose in the future, and you feel, wow. You know what? I lost my job one day. Man of God, she told me that happened. I lost my granny. Man of God, let me tell you something about grannies. Grannies was dying. The day he was born, your grandma was dying. So I can get that button, please. Hit the button. You know what I mean? Grannies die. The day your granny's been old for the day he was born. I knew something happened. He told me that, man. They are hustlers, man.
Right.
Big hustlers, man.
And so like
I see something bright. They can never tell you playing as well. They can never say on December the 21st, you're gonna find a good man. Everything's gonna be right. They can never tell you. It's always foggy because they're hustlers. Right. That's what they do. And they was there back then, and they were on the king's payroll making money. And one day the king put them to the test, man. Said, yo, I had a dream. Tell me that dream. You're a magician. Tell me that dream. Tell me, yeah? Keep it in.
And it's lucky if I could on that.
Go on, man. Go on. Chime in.
Like as well, you have people with these days with their familiar spirits, like they call it like seance or something like that today, where they'll claim like they can talk to the dead, but really they just say something vague like, oh, I'm sensing a recent loss or something. They pick up on facial expressions. They say vague things, and it's like, oh, maybe your uncle or grandpa. They see your face. Oh, yeah, your grandpa. He's calling from the afterlife. Probably some big shit.
I know the wickedest thing. It gets me. They go, yo. They go. I sense the death of the family. It's in the form of a man. I'm not sure if you know this shit. You know, there's only two genders here.
Right.
Either male or female. Yeah, it's a man. So you're like, it must be granddad. Granddad. Yo, then what did they say? So what's granddad saying? What's granddad always saying about Alba? What's granddad always saying? Anyone know?
Granddad, he always, he really misses you, and he just,
Oh, really there you go. Granddad don't ever say, yo, the man you there would leave me, you know. I'll be spying on him with it. It's like teeth money. Granddad don't ever say, you know what? Now that I'm dead, I can see how much of a slag you are, man. I didn't even know you go on, so. Granddad always misses you, man. Granddad don't say, listen, you think you forgot about the £5 you owe me? You think I don't see you think I don't see how scandalous you are? Granddad just misses you, man. And same with grandma and your cousin, he misses you. They all say the same thing. And everyone thinks like, whoa, these are men of God, man. These are hustlers, man. It's like you're about to call you. Carry on.
Come on. Verse 4. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syriac, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation.
So these men are hustlers. They're saying, tell me the dream. They're telling the interpretation. Keep saying, damn that. Tell me the dream that I had. Tell me that dream. And they can't do it, man. Keep it in.
Can't. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the thing is gone from me. If ye will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill.
And they keep saying, damn, man, listen, you men are magicians, man. I can't remember the dream. Oh, you ever had a dream that it was a drastic dream and it impacted you when you woke up? But you can't remember it though. Like, I can't remember, but it really upset me. The king had one of those. Yeah, I get a regular, so lucky, man. I get a regular. You wake up thinking, whoo, that's a horrible dream, but you can't really remember anything again. Sometimes it'll come back to you later. The king had one of those. He's saying, tell me this dream. They couldn't tell him, man. Keep it in.
Can't. But if ye show the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor.
There you go. The king said, you can show me. I'll pattern you up, man. Drink, whatever the case would be, the whole thing. Keep it in.
Can't. Therefore, show me the dream and the interpretation thereof. And they answered again and said, let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation of it.
You know why? Because these magicians are just like David Blaine, the holy man. That's like, well, tell me the dream then, huh? Because they want the king to tell them a dream so they can lie. So that means this, that. They can't tell you the fake, man. David Blaine is phony. The tarot card readers are phony. The liars, they always give you a vague, they give it nice and broad. They give you a scenario that can fit anybody. You've lost someone in your life, we all have. You've lost a male in your life, we all have males in their life. The only male and female. He misses you. That's what anyone would say.
Right.
Everyone lost somebody. I'm not sure if you know this, but every human being is born to die. You're only getting older. You know what I mean? And that's what they give you vague, broad answers, man. If you could, Alban, give me the one in Belle and the Dragon. When the magicians had the magicians were talking about, yeah, man, you know what I mean? This idol eats the food, and really it was all smoke and mirrors, man. There was a trap door, you know what I mean? And men was going in the trap door and eating the food, man. And Daniel put powder on the floor, and there were footprints there. It might be verse 11, or it might be
Card is verse 11.
Is it 11?
All right, I can read from verse 8 where the king was angry and he was like,
go on.
Come on. The story of Bel and the Dragon, chapter 1 and verse 8. So the king was wroth and called for his priests and said unto them, if ye tell me not. So
the king had a big dragon, a big brass dragon, and he said to Daniel, yo, listen, this dragon eats food. We leave food for him. We leave in the morning, the food's gone.
Right.
And Daniel goes, listen, that's fraud, man. That ain't real, man. Clearly someone's eating that. And the king got angry, like, how you mean? It's my culture, man. Like, this is what we do. Like, people that leave food out for sanitary and shit. All that's totally, man. It's false. It's not real. Keep it in.
Can't. So the king was wroth and called for his priest and said unto them, if ye tell me not who this is that devoureth these expenses, ye shall die.
Keep it in.
But if ye can certify me that Bel devoureth them, then Daniel shall die.
There you go. So Daniel said to the king, listen, it's fraud. And the king got angry and goes, you know what? If Daniel's right, you men are going to die. If Daniel's wrong, then you're going to die. We done?
Can't. For he had spoken blasphemy against Bel. And Daniel said unto the king, let it be according to thy word. Now the priest...
Basically, Daniel said, cool. Said, let it be according to your word. What he said, let that happen. Keep it in.
Right. Now the priests of Bel were 70, besides their wives and children.
So the priest of Baal was what, 70, 10. Scores 20, 60 or what? 70. It was 70 man. 70 man and Daniel by himself. Keep it in.
Come on. And the king went with Daniel into the temple of Bel. So Bel's priests said, Lo, we go out. But thou, O king, set on the meat and make ready the wine and shut the door fast and seal it with thine own signet.
So, so the priest set food on the table, meat, everything, and shut the door, and they sealed the door, sealed it shut. So if anyone was to bust the door, you would know because you see the break in the seal. Like if you get wax and you put it on an envelope and seal it, you know someone opened the envelope because it's broken. They put that same seal on the door and sealed it with the king's signet. So if the food's gone and the seal's broken, then Daniel can say, look, someone clearly bust the door and ate the food. So they said, okay, cool. We'll seal the door so we know that no one ain't been in the door. So, how about typical magician stuff? You know magicians, isn't it?
Right.
Look.
Yeah.
Look. Fooling that. You know the ones that typical. Look. I'm flying. Put your hand on my feet. Do you feel anything? See? Now watch this. Typical magician stuff, man. Try and make you believe that, yo, this man's real, man. They say, yeah, seal the door. Typical magician stuff. Keep it in.
Con. And tomorrow when thou comest in, if thou findest not that Bel hath eaten up all, we will suffer death. Or else
this ain't cool. So seal the door, we set food, and if you come back tomorrow and Bel ain't eaten nothing, then we'll suffer death, we'll die. We die.
Con. Or else Daniel that speaketh falsely against us.
Come on.
And they little regarded it, for under the table they had made a privy entrance.
There you go, man. There you go. Just like under the table, they made a private entrance, man. A private entrance, just like all magicians, man. You saw that couple for raw. David Blaine got magic, man. But under that cup was what? A privy entrance, man.
Right.
In that box was a secret compartment, man. Them cards that they have, they're rigged, man. That's what magicians are. They're phony. They ain't real, man. Black man, stop being so superstitious, man. So give me that last scripture, and then we'll have a quick commercial break, man. I've been in America too long, you know. Talk about commercial. Slakia. Advert. We have a quick advert, man. That me saying commercial, man. Slakia, man. Get me Acts. You know where it is?
You said it was Acts.
Let me get it for you. Oh man, yeah, I think it's Acts. 1 second. Acts 17:22.
Come on. The book of Acts, chapter 17 and verse 22. Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill and said, Ye men of Athens, I perceive that in all things ye are too superstitious.
Even Paul knew, man. Paul said, in all things you are too superstitious. And black people, Hispanics, Native Indians, we are too superstitious, man. We believe in magic. We believe in bad luck. We believe in horseshoes and turning your clothes inside out so a donkey can't haunt you, man. We're too superstitious. These things ain't real, man. Magic is not real, man. Witches are not real, man. Wizards are not real, man. And it's mad because of black people, we're scared of make-believe. But Alba, guess what we're not scared of?
We're not scared of...
We're not scared of weed. We're not scared of crack cocaine. We're not scared of police brutality. We're not scared of single-parent homes. These are the things we should be scared about, man. Your most notorious drug dealer will sell drugs and risk his freedom and risk his life. But hey, don't split the pole. You can't talk the way to a pastor. David Blaine might be the Antichrist because we're too superstitious, man. We gotta stop that, man. Right. If you want to say before we go to the adverts, like you almost like you say,
like you were saying, our people are superstitious. You know, we're scared of don't curse, don't curse, don't swear, and yet they're doing all sorts of molestation in the Christian church. They're doing all sorts of whoredom in that Christian church. They don't fear that, but they'll fear, don't swear, don't do all this, or don't say the Lord's name in vain. They'll say things like that. It's ridiculous, man.
Kind of like that idiot that was on the chat last week, man. Oh, you know, you even call yourself men of God, but you're rapping. Listen, rap ain't our problem, man.
Right.
Having sex with white women is our problem. That's the sin. Right. You know, eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, the Christian church, that's the sin. Linking up with heathens and becoming one with the heathens, that's our problem. But we're so superstitious. We think, you can't have your pants baggy, don't have braids, and that's the issue, man. Well, we're gonna go to a quick break. Be here back. We run 2 tunes and we'll be right back. You know, we run some fire songs and see what our body in the back. Just bobbing head going out, skanking them songs, you know, we'll be back, man. And make sure you call us, man, 079 4784 079 4784. We got in the comments or anything. Just call us, man. Just be respectful, man, because it's lucky I ain't in the mood today. It's lucky doesn't bar. Any man call me on some bullshit getting blasted, big man thing.
Right.
Alright, man, shut up.
Yo. What about the bomber clock to them boy, man? Bad mind never kill them. Suffocate to no pussy hole. Yo, status. Tell some boys we don't chat us. Anyway, my dogs go in on the street, them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Hey, but anyway though, this a no playground. The Glock 19, they have to stay round. Nah take no check with me payroll. Anything rise up, lay down. Them a send check but they won't. Dog we will make it step if they don't. But at the same old, said them want smoke but the grab a ton flame out. A couple gyal a come through. Gyal a WhatsApp what she gonna come to. She a give me tap and she swallow some juice. Gyal a suck cock till me Jonathan blow. Bentley van a come through. Convertible drop top still have a sunroof. The dog them roll strap you one proof. Alright, wanna move. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad. Jeff say go fuck it up, so we fuck it up. Big up all of me friend them all who me never big up. All who know they ass up, I ain't in a cup. Life shake up, you know me friend but that's how we go. Greenfield say we tough, so we a fi bust. And all who a flip up and a lip up a fill it up. Girl pussy way buff, one give we a fuck. One the pussy bust, one her belly stuff with the fat cock. Nicky me give back shot really. Girl a bad hype up if you're not that pretty. Money say make you know him can't chat silly. Anything we beat we have a fat clock with it. Flick your bad with it, this a chop city. Anywhere we go we a lock that city. Money in a pocket city, fat Billy. Don't come around if you're not family. Anyway my dogs go in on the street them bad. Gun talking up with jeans member. If any somebody ever treat them bad, send the pussy them but meet them God. Louis V kicks, pan we feed them bad. Catch a new drip, dog the beat them bad. Look how we just come and we a beat them bad. You know sister we's them dad.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Friday, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that
We say I got rank for real.
Come on, man. You know it's released. It's released. Fuck him. Just make sure you get that cover back. Come on, man. To get down in the UPK, man. So lucky I saw something this week, man. Oh, disgusting. I run my belly, man. Since we're going into the Dalai Lama, that shit is disgusting. So the Dalai Lama is like the Pope, but of the Asian world. Like the Pope, like the religious big man of the Catholic European world, and the Dalai Lama is the same thing, but of the Asian Chinese type of world, man. So the Dalai Lama, you know, people bring the children to him, you know, get a blessing, sit down with him like a Santa Claus on his lap. So one individual brought their son to the Dalai Lama, and the kid sat on his lap. But this is what the Dalai Lama said, man. Disgusting bastard, man.
Right. So
It's my tongue. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now disgusting, man.
Turn this coffee-filled cup into coins.
So lucky, but please say something about that, man. Disgusting, man.
Yo, man's going in like he's taking inspiration from the Christian church, man. What the yo? You know what it is, yeah? With all these big religions that ain't UPK, Christianity, Islam, you always find the leaders in the highest places are always into some child molestation. There's always, I don't know what it is, but they're always into some freaky deaky child molesting shit, man. Salakia. I don't know what going.
And this is and the wickedest thing is this year. I bet you any money the parents still love the Dalai Lama. Still love him.
Right.
It's a joke. Or they say, everyone falls short of the glory of God. This is disgusting, man. This man told a kid to suck his tongue and he ain't playing, man. So lucky, man. And that's the problem with these men. You know what I mean? There was religious leaders back then in the time of Christ. Let me see if I get it, man. 1 second, man.
So lucky if I could. The parents are probably proud, man. They're probably he molested my son. Yo, it's sick, man. It is disgusting how you bring your children. It's damn near sacrifices to these perverts.
Disgusting, man. Let me tell you something, man. But listen, no one ever lied. The great Dalai Lama would die that day if he told my kids to do that. Man.
That's right.
Listen, you might not love your daughters, and your daughters might be able to sit on his lap, man. Not my daughters. My daughters are precious, man.
Right.
I'm a daughter, so like I keep getting. I got bag of daughters, man. And my daughters are precious, man. You know why they're precious? Because they come out of my loins, man.
That's right.
Because their daughters are Zion, man. And the Dalai Lama would die that day if he told any of my daughters to suck any tongue, man. He would die that day if he told any of my boy children to suck any tongue. In fact, I love my kids so much, they can't sit on no Dalai Lama's lap, man. They can't sit on Santa's lap, man. Why can't I value my children? You don't love your children if you do that to them. If you send your kids to the Christian church to get molested by the Pope, you don't love them, man. You could never. The Dalai Lama that day will lose his tongue, man. He will lose his life to a regular old man from Birmingham, man. So and that's the thing. These religious leaders are hypocrites, man. The Catholic Church talk about how holy they are and how we don't have sex with women. We're so holy. Yeah, but we have sex with men. We don't drink wine. You know, we're so holy. We don't drink wine. We're so holy. Listen, the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope is so holy, and the priests are so holy. Guess what? They don't even wear regular clothes. They wear rags.
Right.
They wear rags because they don't want to get mixed up with the world. They're so holy that they just wear, just regular clothes. They don't want to feel comfortable. They're so in tune to serving God. They wear rags. They don't even wear a belt. They wear a rope around their waist. So you look at them and think, wow, they're men of God, man. And they are not. They're the biggest child molesters, man.
That's right.
One of the biggest child molester organizations on the face of the earth. That's a fact, man. And likewise with this Dalai Lama, you see the Dalai Lama in rags. You think, whoa, that's a man of God, man. He's so holy, he can't even be bothered to put on a suit. He's so holy, he cares about giving money to charity so much. He don't even dress up. He don't even care about his own personal appearance, man. He ain't got a wife. He's so holy, he got time for a woman. His life is dedicated to serving God. And this man's a bhakti man, man. Salakia.
Right.
His tongue, man. It's disgusting, man. These religious leaders that we look up to, they are big hypocrites, man. And there were religious leaders back then back then that everyone looked up to, and they were hypocrites also, man. Give me Matthew 23 and 13, man.
Come on.
Tell the boy to suck his. So he meant that, man. Too much woman out the road. Too much woman out the road. There's too much woman out the road for that shit, man.
Right.
Larry Alba is too much, man.
God.
Go get one of them Chinese girl, man. See, go get Chinese girl. I'm hearing it's like my camera's paused. My camera paused.
Yeah, God.
So like 1 second.
You turn your camera off and turn the connection.
No sweat.
Lie.
No sweat. Don't watch that.
But yeah, man. I don't know what Holy per woman. Listen, the Dalai Lama, he's supposed to be a monk. That man like celibate or something. I don't know if this is how he gets his kick or something, but this ain't.
They're celibate to women, but rape up your boy quickly, man.
Right.
I heard. I'm in the truth. I don't know about Chinese girl. I heard Chinese girl something. This way, Alban.
Right.
Sideways. The more needs to get 1 or 2 of them, man. Leave the boys alone, man. You know what I mean? Leave them alone, man. But get that trick, Baba Kusha.
So like, if I could, real quick, it reminds me of you know how like in certain Muslim countries it's like illegal for a man and a woman to walk together if they're not married. It reminds me of that, or like there's laws where basically a man and a woman can't have sex before marriage, but so instead they have sex with little boys, and they say that doesn't count. That's the same thing. It reminds me of it, man.
And you know what? That's key. Same with Muslims, man. Big hypocrites. In these Muslim countries, a man and woman can't be together. So you think, wow, yo, these are religious, man. They're so holy. A man and woman can't even walk together, man. But listen, man, there's people have told us that they fought in the Afghan army, and these men don't walk with women, but they have sex with animals, man.
That's right.
They have sex with donkeys and horses. They see it with their own eyes, man. And they don't have sex with women, but they go to hotels with men. How in these countries, 2 men hold hands. A man goes, he saw 2 men holding hands up. Oh, fucking hell. 2 men holding hands, you know, for raw. That's disgusting. A man can't touch these hands. Yeah, like what Nakapai said, man. Said he forgot himself. And that's what happened right now. Nah, I think it is. I think the boy started, it got excited. You know, you see a nice woman, you see yourself. And you say, suck, you get carried away. And you say, you usually say, that's him got carried away, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, give me a kiss. Nah, man. You know, we don't kiss around here, man.
Right.
Like, give me that big bubble push.
Come on. Slacky, was it 23 and verse 13?
And it's true. Where's the boycott, man? Why you no boycott? How? In fact, imagine this. Noel Clark here was allegedly, you heard about this? Allegedly sexually molesting women on the scene. Apparently, he write a script and say, yeah, me and you got sex scene. Right? Every pretty woman on the scene, he will write a script and say, yeah, me and you got sex scene. And this man was cancelled, man. He was cancelled, man. So I want to see the Pope cancelled too, man. I want to see the Dalai Lama cancelled too. Let me tell you something. Noel Clark did not have any sex scenes with no children. Noel Clark had sex with women that was paid to do their job. He had sex with women that could have easily said no. And if he's a sexual predator that needs to be cancelled, why ain't the Dalai Lama cancelled, man? This man told a young boy that don't have nowhere. What's the word? Okay, now give me a word about what, please.
Can't give consent, like no.
Exactly. That ain't got that. What you said.
Mental capacity, can't.
Yeah, there you go. The mental capacity. He should be cancelled, man. But meanwhile, when you're black, you don't get that kind of leeway, man.
Right.
You don't get that type of advantage. Everybody wants to cancel you. Noel Clark allegedly, and in Boss case apparently, Noel Clark, a Boss case, he wasn't even found guilty. He was found guilty. He's found guilty of no charge. Yeah, brought against him, but everyone cancelled him. Noel Clark got what's the film called? With Ashley. Got a film called Bulletproof, and that was cancelled. This man can't feed his kids because of allegations. I was told that you are innocent until proven guilty. This man was cancelled before he was proven guilty to routing. So it was on trial, not cancelled. That's what happens when you're black. So any black man telling me, listen, man, it's like I love black people, man, but some shit to say it pisses me off, man. You know, I'm pretty sure you heard it before, right, Alban? Listen, no one's holding you back, you holding yourself back. In England, it's a good country, we all got equal opportunities, In England, we're all equal. If you decide to mess up your life, in England, in this world, and in England, we don't have no equal opportunities, man. And that's the proof right there. So, like, if we get that, Bobby Kushar, and the sister says, double standards, children are children. This isn't the first time he has done this just the first time he was caught. He looked comfortable and happy, yeah, man. And God forbid, God forbid that child thought it was serious and thought, okay, why not suck his tongue? He would not have said stuff. That's the disgusting part about it, man. Yuck. Suck it, carry on.
God, you're asking children to suck your tongue on camera. What else are you asking them to? That's lucky, man. It is viral.
You know what? The dynamic suck. The dynamic is gonna suck his mum.
That's right.
That is gonna suck his mother, man. You wanna go that would have been me. I'm like, suck your mother, man. Straight up, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And shalom to Paratazar, man, for checking in, man. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? I like to see the brothers coming through, man. Got New York in the building. You know what I mean? Yonkers. You know what I mean? The home of DMX. You know what I mean? Well, read it, please, Baba Kashar. Khan,
book of Matthew, chapter 23 and verse 13. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees.
And these were religious leaders. These were the people that everyone looked up to. Religious leaders with the big garments and the fringes. Everyone was, wow, look at them. Scribes and Pharisees fasting 7 days, 8 days, 9 days. These men knew the Bible back and forth, could recite it in Hebrew. Just like the Dalai Lama. You say, wow, look at this man that don't touch women, can fast, he wears rags and robes and don't wear the best robes. And we're religious leaders back then. And this is what they were. We don't read Alban.
Khan. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites.
What are they?
Hypocrites.
What are religious leaders?
Hypocrites.
That's what they are, man. Your Pope is a hypocrite, man. Those drunk to drink, you know. The devil's nectar. They call it the devil's nectar. Right. Drunk to drink, but meanwhile, you commence boys, man. Drunk, we don't have sex with women. Women are disgusting. We're pure. Imagine this. Rabbi, how was the Pope born? Tell me.
The same way everyone else is born, man.
But meanwhile, if you have sex with a woman, it's impure. That means the Pope's impure, man. That means the Pope is impure. I'm pure. I don't have sex with women. Implying that women are disgusting. The Pope is to fix up, man. You having sex with women, I feel sorry for you, man. Women are beautiful, man.
It's a beautiful thing.
Sometimes you gotta keep a couple of them.
Right.
If you don't want no woman, I feel sorry for you more for me. Your Pope said, I don't want a woman. So lucky, you know what I mean? You don't know what women got, man. So lucky women come in all types of flavors with Alban. You know, you look more like a slim kind of vibe to me. What about your more slimmers? Tickers.
I'm more slimmers. I'm more, you know.
Wait. What are they? You like a chocolate? I'm alive. Come on, I'm a prophet. You know, tell me, come.
You're funny.
Man.
Yeah.
See there. Guess what, Alban? Even though you like chocolate, someone like the caramel, man. Someone like the what's it called? No, it's custard cream. What's that one? Someone like the custard cream, man. Someone like the tickers. Someone like the slimmers, man. And the Pope don't want. But it's a joke. The Pope don't want none of them.
Right.
He wants the boy Pitney. Settle down with him. Leave me the custard creams and the bourbon, man. Leave me the tick and the slim. I'll take them all, man. You can keep your boys. You can stop their tongue. Look, that's disgusting, man. And that's with these people right here, man. They're just hypocrites, man. It's a luck, yeah. You know what I mean? Let's move to the next one. I saw this the other day, and damn near fell out my chair. It was disgusting. You might see this. Will you come again? I'll get him next. I think this was crazy. So what I'm about to play through here is a video. So like, let me pause it 1 second. It's a video of a man and woman. A man on a podcast with two girls, yeah? And the podcast presenter said, which one would you smash? Because one is right, one is left, and he chose the one on his left, I believe. Let me show you.
Stuff that you've ever said.
What did he say? I don't know what he said.
She's.
Wait, let me read what I did.
Which one would you mash?
Probably she's. Oh.
She's what? A sinner. I will knock you the fuck out. That's the dumbest stuff that you've ever said.
What did he say? I don't know what he said.
She's thinner.
That's
dumb. I'm the wrong fucking person.
I didn't say you were fat though.
That's besides the point. What a mad thing to say.
Whoa. Yo, this went left real quick.
Sorry. Anything that you said, that wild. So you said because she's skinnier, you would fuck her, but you like black girls because you like their body, but they are more curvier. Do you like curves or you don't? No offense, Jordan, but Jordan, I know Jordan has curves, but she also has a lot skinnier frame than me. She don't have no titties. She has a little booty. That's my friend. That's my friend.
That's why I say I have a body like a 12-year-old. I've been saying this. I understand. I don't think I'm curvy at all.
But going off what Jordan said with a body of a 12-year-old, that's the kind of girl that you like. 12-year-olds.
Rotted.
Look at that, man.
Them are friends.
This girl is this their friend. Just this their friend, man. Let me tell you something, man. In life, yeah, there's one day for you and there's one day for someone else, man. Let someone else have some shine, man.
Right.
This your friend. Why? Because you gotta have all the shine. You got this. In life, for some people smarter than you. In life, for some people, you know, men got the choices. Some men like slimmer girls. Some men like thicker girls. And this man has had a preference of thinner girls, man. And she getting all better, she getting all angry. She got a demon of jealousy, man.
That's
right. Read that for me in Ecclesiasticus.
Can't.
Give me Ecclesiasticus 26:6.
Ecclesiasticus. Let's see. Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 6.
Wait 1 second, bear with me 1 second. Be with 1 second. Let me get no scripture. Let me tell you something about the demon of jealousy, man. This ain't just women. This is, in fact, I talk about women today, man. So lucky, fuck it, go in there. That's one of the biggest main problems that women have. Jealousy, man. Let me tell you something. Life is a thing that one day is for you, one day is for someone else. You might have good grades, someone might have good grades. You might be tall, someone might be small. Life is full of diverse people, man. You gotta stop being jealous. She's so jealous of burning inside of it. She insulted your own brethren, man.
Right.
She also, what, do you like women with bodies of 12-year-olds then? You just insult your own brethren. Why? Because you can't believe everyone must like you. Right. No one can't choose lazy. There's men that like you, I'm pretty sure, and there's men that like her, man. Anyone ever heard the term the bottom's friend? Nah. The bottom's friend is what? For anyone that don't know, bottom means ugly. You know what I mean? The term called the bottom's friend is when every girl got an ugly friend and they hang out with that friend. Why? Because they want all the attention for themselves.
Right.
They want, when men say, your friend's ugly, man. Oh, don't say that, man. She's nice. Oh, don't say that. We love it, man. It boosts them up, man. And women gotta stop that, man. You gotta be comfortable in your own skin. And what does every jealous woman say when you call them on it? I ain't jealous. Well, one thing. First thing first. Let me get this clear. I'm not jealous. I'm just saying that's the first thing they say. No one's ever admitted that they're jealous, man.
Right.
And if you got jealousy, you gotta fight that. But we don't feel people Bible question if you could. Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
Read that again.
Can't. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
And the Bible says the grief and sorrow is the woman jealous of another woman, man. If you're a woman that's jealous of another woman, you better fix that now. You know why you gotta fix it? Because there's always gonna be competition. There's always going to be other women. There's always gonna be other women that are pretty also just like you. There's always gonna be other women that got bodies just as good as yours. There's always gonna be women that are cute just as you're cute, man. That's something you gotta fight. Because why you be fighting for the rest of your life, man? Something that you got to accept, else will eat you alive. You can't be jealous over other women. You can't be going through your man's phone angry, you know, because this is something that you can't control. And this will drive you crazy. There will always be younger women. There will always be pretty women. There will always be women with nice bodies. And these things destroy a woman because why they're trying to stop something that they can't control. Another thing too, women out there beating up other women, man. Why? Because the girl's pretty in them or the man might look at them. Let me tell you something. Beating up a woman that your man likes ain't gonna make that woman less attractive, man.
Right.
It ain't gonna change the fact that you're jealous and you're a horrible person. What you got to do is just accept it, man. Even men as well, man. There's men out there that got better cars than you, man. There's men out there that got more muscles than you, man. Right. You got to be comfortable in your own skin, man. You're jealous of another woman. That what I saw there was disgusting, man. If you could down about one more, Alba, I'll let you go. Give me Genesis 30 and 13.
Can't. Genesis chapter 30. Book of Genesis chapter 30 and verse 13.
30 and 13. So this is the Bible where Leah had Asher. Asher's name is Happy. Leah had a son called Asher, and this is why she called his name Happy. Listen carefully, read.
Can't. And Leah said, Happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed.
There you go, man. Listen, happy am I? Because all the other women will call me blessed, man. So in the Bible, there was women that felt happy for another sister, man. They was happy that another woman had a child, man. And so I'm calling it happy because I'm happy because all the other sisters are happy for me. That's what it should be, man. Now, shit, I'm a child, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna. Why can't you be happy for a sister, man? Why you can't fight them demons? When a demon comes upon your jealousy, you show that demon, you know what demon? You want me to hit her? I'm gonna show you how much I love her, man. Right. You go out your way and say, sis, you know what? Here's some money for that child you got. You know what, sister? Even if you disagree, say it, man. Sis, you know, I love your shoes, man. Even though they're shoes that you wouldn't wear, you show that demon, listen, you ain't gonna ruin this sister. That's what you gotta do. And that sister back there couldn't do it, man. Her friend got some shine for a second, say, you know, sis, why you know? This man saying like, you're looking good. You can snatch it from me, man. You are a terrible person and a terrible friend, man. No one can have no shine around you unless you're having the shine. Everyone must be happy for you. Everyone must applaud you and give you good compliments. But the day you don't get one now, you want to throw a strap and say, listen, I would knock you out right now. You're knocking man out because he got an opinion.
Right. I forgot you said that.
Go on, Albert.
Salaki, if I could. And as we read in Ecclesiasticus, it is grief and it's sorrow. She's acting all bad and she's talking all this trash about this other sister. But really, she was about to cry just because another man preferred another woman over her. You know, man brought her to tears, and then she got all aggressive, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you up." She ain't doing nothing to this man. Saying, "Oh, just because she's slimmer than me, she ain't got no breasts, ain't got no curves." Like, what? Like, bro, why are you attacking this sister?
I know, and this is the thing too. A woman can't judge another woman. How you look at her and say, "Shit, nice. Why like her for?" But clearly, this brother likes it. We show that you don't know shit what men like. Women walk around saying, "Oh, she's ugly." How do you know? You don't like women? We do. Let us decide, man. Let's hate the poor woman, man. Listen, another day will be for you. So basically, what you're telling me is you must get all the attention, and God forbid someone else get it. You're angry? Man, got to like her. She didn't.
Right.
I was in the show. Guess what? I wouldn't have liked her because she's thicker. It is what it is. So basically saying a man, how dare a man like her and not me? Even it's still in their brethren in the process, man. So you like, bodies of a 12-year-old. He does. I guess he does. Gosh, man, and that's interesting too. You gotta grow up, man. The last time I was upset because someone liked someone else and not me, I think I was in school. So lucky, I got girl children that if I pick one up and don't pick up the other one of them's angry. That's what I got. And it's a shame that 25-year-old woman, 26, 27, probably 30, are thinking like that, man.
Right.
I mean, you gotta get shit together, man. So lucky.
Can't. It's like if I could. As you were saying earlier, you gotta let go of that demon, man. Because if you keep that demon on you, you'll always be upset. You'll always have grief and sorrow. There'll always be a woman that's younger than you, or that's more mature than you, that's slimmer than you, that's more curvy than you, that's got, I don't know, better eyebrows than you or some shit that doesn't make up. I don't know, man. But there's a whole variety of women. Men of all variety of preferences, man. You can't have them all. I don't know why she wants the attention of every man. Because really, she should find one man and stick to him. She can be his preference.
And the Bible does say that a virtuous woman knows her worth, man.
That's right.
She knows that her merchandise is good, man. So you gotta say this. I know what I got. I see these women out there, but I know what I got, man. How do you sleep? How do you sleep at night knowing that someone else got you sweating? Right. I mean, seriously, I could look in the mirror. Knowing that, boy, this guy called Nathan got me sweating and jealous, man. I feel like so I'm that low.
Right.
That means I got no flavor of my own. That like him making me sweat. And don't you feel that way when you look in the mirror? I go, yo, I'm there trying to fight this woman and calling her names and giving her indirect comments, man. You know what I mean? Why ain't she indirecting me? Like, am I that irrelevant? I'm doing all the indirecting, showing you that she's a catch I ain't, man. Come on, man. You can't feel good about yourself, man. I know I could sleep at night if I'm stalking this one brother, watching this one brother, and meanwhile he don't even know that I exist. That would hurt me. I look at me, I'm like, crap. What kind of man are you, man? Come on, why? He ain't thinking about you. So why have I got him all in my mind? Why is he in my mind first when I wake up, man? That should hurt, man. It's a lot, man.
Right. And it's lucky if I could. And even how mad she got, like how vile the monster she turned into when she got offended. Like she don't even understand how less attractive that makes her look, man. Just how she's acting. Like that spirit on her just made her hideous to me. It was like, yo, she could have the most beautiful face on the earth. She could have my perfect body type, but that spirit right there was vile, man.
Now you're right, man. So like, let me sort my camera out. God. She turned ugly instantly. The guy even said, he goes, I didn't call you fat. I said she's thinner.
Right.
He said, I didn't call you fat. I'm not saying you fat. I said she's thinner. Wasn't good enough. So like, yeah, wasn't good enough. Come again? No, a man called him out and said, listen, who would you go with? Yeah, but that wasn't ridiculous. No, he didn't say, oh, she's fat. Who would you call? Who would you go with? And the thing is this, so the thing is this as well. If that was the other way around, everyone would be like, well, you know, it's a preference.
Right, preference, card.
Preference. You know
Any real galaxy we don't have to
well,
do with it.
anyway, moving on to things like let me get to Salaki, get to Zimbo. So Zimbo on a channel now, yeah, talking about whores and shit, slags and shit. And this is what my woman said about Zimbo. Remember, Zimbo was talking, saying how, listen, my daughter would never be. No, what are we saying again? They're talking about how this slag shit ain't good. And this is what one of these slags said to him about his daughter, Salaki.
Like, this is the, like, what we've been talking about, this whole face shit. Like, yo, we're not making that acceptable. That's not acceptable. We're not letting no world.
Why?
Pause. Why? Because, yo, I got a 16-year-old daughter. Mate, I got a 16-year-old daughter. It's fucking not acceptable. What do you mean? Why? I don't
Can't wait for your daughter's whole face.
Mate, my daughter's a G. She was raised by me. What the fuck you on about? Are you stupid, fam? That's not happening. My daughter's a G now. Do you know what she's doing now, right now? Allow it. Are you fucking mad? Are you stupid, bro? Are you stupid? Hold on, stop. Are you fucking stupid, bro? My daughter is a G, blood. My daughter's a fucking queen. She's up for an award. She's up for an award, for an inspirational youth award. She does dance. She works with young people. She's in college. She like, blood. My youths are doing bits, bro. Fuck what you heard, fam. Are you stupid, bro? Don't ever try disrespect. My foundation's mad. My foundation's mad. Don't like my. Pause.
Don't tell me to disrespect and not let people get a word in edgeways.
My thing's never like yours. It's never the same because I come from a different place, bro. So and I've made sure that my foundation is set differently. So my daughter doesn't have to be traumatized and go through a fucking whole phase to find herself, because she's gonna grow and know who the fuck she is. You feel me?
No.
Hey, blood.
You can do her own shit. She can find her own way. She can do her own thing. She can take control of what she wants to do.
You know why she will?
Because still have that.
Because you see my daughter now. She's got strong, staunch males around her. Proper OGs around her. So she knows what to strive for in a man. The reason why all these guys are moving like this and loose, because they ain't got nothing like that, fam. They didn't grow like that. They didn't grow with that shit, fam. So that's why they're moving like that, blood. Because they ain't got an example. See my youths, fam. They got those examples. They know how the shit's supposed to be.
And that was disrespectful, man. People saying, how, listen, you know, I don't really like this whole phase. And the woman goes, I can't wait for your daughter to have her whole phase.
Right.
That's the problem. Why would you want my daughter to have a whole phase? Because you're a woman.
Right.
You're a woman that wrecks your life. Why do you want my daughter to wreck her life, man? You be a whole man. You saw how it worked out. Why do you want my woman to be? And that's why this man got stuff, man. That's why he got angry. I can see it too, man. I can see why he got angry. I can see why, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? These whores are gonna wreck their lives, slept down with many men, got many baby fathers, and whatever the case may be. And they should be like, you know what? I don't want the next girl to go through what I went through. But instead, you'll say, I can't wait for your daughter to have a whole phase. And that's why it's, man.
And Salaki, if I could,
what?
She was saying, I hope she has a whole phase. Like really, it all just goes right back into jealousy, where because they've had a whole phase, they've made bad decisions and slept around, they're traumatized. They need other sisters. They need other people to make the same mistakes that they did, so that they don't lose value in their mind. They need other people to drop to their level so that they still have a certain level of value among the populace. Like, really, because women know that there's value in remaining pure. There's value in having your virginity in that. Because the first thing women say when they're mad at each other or someone pisses them off, they call the sister a hoe.
That's right.
The whole slag, all that. So really, you know what it is, but you just want that young sister to make the same mistakes that you did, so she's down on your level as well. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting, man. Every whore should be sad of what they've done. Should be upset of what they've done, how they wrecked their life. But instead, you want to twist it around and say, "Yeah, we're having a hot girl summer, man. I can't wait for your daughter to become a whore." She's out of order for that, man. Out of order. Sorry, what is this?
And I was just thinking that obviously he may believe that his foundations are solid, so he takes this very personally. But what about everybody else? We're talking about in the grand scheme of things, your daughter, yes, might have good foundations, but what about everybody else?
That's true. That's true. You know what I mean? His daughter might have ground foundation, but like you said, she got a man in her life with all the things there. Which again, there's nothing that can, in this world anyway, there's nothing that can guarantee your daughter won't become a whore. But this earth is wicked, man. It's wicked. In the kingdom of heaven, we got rules that make sure no woman becomes a whore. So I don't care, you know, if you raise your daughter well, she still can become a whore, man. But why would you wish that on somebody, man?
Right.
You wish, hey, listen, you saw. I know your life ain't perfect. I know men don't use you and not pay the tax if you're at home and all types will happen to you. And because this, like they say, misery is company. You know what? My daughter to become a whore. Nah, man. Every man out there should make sure the daughter don't become a whore, man. We gotta start raising his kids and raising his daughters, raising his sons, man, raising his men that having sex with these girls, man. Raise these girls up properly. Get yourself a good woman that can raise a daughter properly, man, and tell her what to go for in a man. That way, none of our daughters have a whole phase. She can wish all she wants, but none of our daughters will have no whole phase, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Let me get. If you could, Albert, if you could.
Come on.
Give me the scripture. Give me Deuteronomy 23 and 17.
Come on. And Salaki, if I could.
Yeah, man, sure.
Like how she's wishing this whole phase upon this. Like imagine like typically for guys, like imagine a guy that was a drug dealer and a gangbanger. He has murdered so many brothers and sold drugs and destroyed so many families. And he's proud about it, he's bragged about it, he's getting praised for it in his, I don't know, his rap songs or something. And then he says to you, yeah, I want your child to become a murderer. I hope your child becomes a drug dealer, just like me. Like, how sick and twisted do you have to be to even think something like that?
That's right.
Like you.
I can see why he flipped. That was disrespectful, man. That's a curse word right there, man. No man wants a daughter to become a whore, man.
Right.
The word whore itself is a derogatory term, man. Why would you want my daughter to have a whore phase, man? Because you're a whore. It's like you, man.
It's like you said, if I could, it was Deuteronomy 23 and what verse then?
23 and 17.
Come on. Deuteronomy 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Read that again.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
In the kingdom, guess what? A whole phase won't exist, man.
That's
a whole phase won't exist. In the UPK, we train our daughters to never have a whore phase, man. To never become a whore or even have a whore phase. We don't train our daughters to have a hot girl summer, man. We don't train our daughters to kiss many frogs until they find their prince, man. We don't even train our daughters to go out there and find their own man. We find a man for you, so lucky. You can't find your own man here. We find him for you. Like how my daughter be like, yeah, like him here, excuse me. You gonna fuck? Who the fuck are you?
Right.
You asked you. It's only your life. It's only your life. We decide this. You can't have no whole face, but it's only your life and your body. You know, we pick around here. We be like, yeah, that man looks he's like the type for you, you know. But I don't like you, know. Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. We don't give a shit about what we don't care what you think. We don't care what you think. Say your life is mine. It's mine. So lucky. Our daughters don't have no whole face. So lucky, they don't have none.
That's right.
We train daughters not to have no whole face. Never to become a whore. Never to have a hot girl somewhere. Never to have what's the thing that the girls do? They go to Cancun and go to Carnival. We don't have whole face. We don't do that. We train them properly, man. So lucky, man. You gotta crap me up. Let me see what else. I got two more stories before we wrap up. Right. So we're going to 420 in a minute. Let me get one first. So this is a video about. I swear it's in Brum. Actually, it's in Brum. You know, they go on the streets and they ask men what type of woman they like. You know what I mean? This is what these brothers were saying. So lucky.
And you understand? Want be bedrin? Want me bedrin? My patois, is it good?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. What you mean?
Me forgive on a scale of 1 to 10, but I give you a good 6.
You know what's mad? I understood everything he said as well. Hear me out. Let me say me in Jamaica, right? You pretend to be the girl, right? You go up to the girl, me I say, hold on. No. No homo. See me, yeah? See me. Hold it. Want me, baby?
Yo.
So how's that? That's good.
What?
Yep. Want me, baby?
Because if you walk up to a Jamaican girl and you go, "Wagwan, baby," Jamaican girl go be like, you ever got to her and be like, "Yo, baby, gentleman, I like your personality and your trunk."
And you what? Your trunk?
Like strong.
Strong.
Yeah.
What nationality you think has the sexiest girls? You know, the best looking girls.
Best looking girls.
Best looking girl indeed. But you cannot mention Jamaica.
So basically, Africa is a continent, isn't it?
Africa is a continent indeed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna choose one country out Africa, which is Botswana. Them girl is mad, thick and crazy, bruv, and sexy and nice. Chocolate skin, bruv. There's everything.
You didn't even have time to ask him why he likes them. Like, where do you see them?
I have a friend that is from Botswana, innit? He's from Botswana.
Alright.
So he shows me some girls in there, innit? And his cousin, which is a girl, innit?
Oh! Hey, yo.
Hey,
yo. That's your boy's cousin. You can say that.
He give me permission, innit?
He gives you permission to go there?
Yes, permission.
That's a W bedroom, I cannot lie. So you're saying Botswana?
Botswana, 100%. If I have any chance to go for any girl in the world, Botswana.
No doubt.
No doubt, strictly Botswana.
First, I go with the Asians, them, see. I talk about like Asian, I don't mean like.
What Asia, like? What nation?
One nation. Black mix with little bit of Chinese or something like that.
Also Blasian. Like the Blasian girl, you know what I'm saying? Blasian.
Just like that.
One of them more all off, man. You see more off one of them, the black is hot. Remember that?
I don't know what he just said. I can't lie.
The black is hot.
Boy. Alba, man. Would you look at these bounties, man?
Right.
The man said, what girl do you think is the best, but you can't say Jamaican? You think you say a black British girl, or an American, or Trinidadian, or something. These women straight to Chinese,
right?
Straight to Botswana. Botswana. That's the problem, man. We're a nation of people that hate our own people. Hate our own people. Listen, no offense here. How the fuck does a Jamaican man know what Botswana even is?
Right. I ain't never heard of Botswana before.
I got a C in geography. I got a C in geography. And I only got, I swear, I kid you not here. I only got a C because the paper was a C. I couldn't succeed. I swear, I kid you not. The paper couldn't succeed a C. The last at me shit. My paper that I got could not succeed a C. I'm a geographist. To this day, my people be like, yo, where's blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's Northeast Africa. I'm a geographist. I don't know where Botswana is, man. I swear. And that's Christianity. Yeah. We love everybody but ourselves. This man loves someone deep in the bush. I could understand if he said, I love Nigerians because they're popular. Who's ever seen a Botswana? Niggas love everything that's not black. Anything that ain't black, we love them. Down to the Botswana, the nasty Botswana, we love them as well. Why? Because we've been taught by Christianity to hate our own people, man. That's what we've been told, man. If you come out, please get me told it, man. I need told it 4 and 12. If you could.
4 and verse 12. And Salaki, if I could, it's like there's two things I want to say in this video, but one is, black people, listen, anime is fire, all right, but don't get too deep into that, man. Salaki, them Asian gal are not it, man. I know they look at the slack here.
Salaki, I'm a black man myself. I know what black men like, and Chinese women got nothing black men like.
Right.
We like forbidden fruit. Everything we're not supposed to have, we like. When it comes to a black woman go, nah, man, she ain't thick enough. She got no big body, man. She not thick enough. But Chinese women don't have big bodies.
Right.
Chinese women ain't thick. I love curves. I love tickers. I love the curves. But Chinese women don't have curves. How is it when it comes to a sister now? She gotta have all these requirements, man. Come to Chinese women, she needs to have that. That's because we just hate ourselves, man. Whatever we are, we hate. And anything that ain't us, we love.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Chinese women, you got everything that black men don't like. They ain't got the curves that black men like. Chinese women ain't got the big breasts that black men like, the thighs that black men like. All these things that rappers talk about, everything that rappers talk about, you know, the thighs, the this and the tick, this, that. Chinese women ain't that. But why? Because she's not us. It's great. I need to have it. I need a Blasian girl. I need a Blasian girl. When it comes to rap songs now, you know, 5'5" with brown eyes, and caramel. But Chinese women ain't caramel. Chinese women ain't. It's Christianity, man. We are brainwashed. There's a curse on us, man, that we love our oppressors and hate our own, man. It's like
and so Lakia, like you're saying, like why do we want to fight? We have all these requirements when it's our people. You know, she gotta be this complexion or gotta be this thick or thin or whatever. But when it comes to the oppressor, you'll take some of the most ugly. There'll be some of the most ugliest women in the tech, the most ugliest Asian women in the tech, and in East Indian women, and even that you're fighting so hard, like you're fighting all the parents, the family drama, you're going through all this trouble just to get this dusty oppressor. It's like,
Bravo, man. Bravo, you took the words out of my mouth. When it comes to a black woman, boy, I can't take the stress. Too much stress, too that shit for me. But then you go to the Indian woman, man, whose parents are Muslim, and they don't accept her, and they kick her out of the house, and they don't accept the children, and they don't accept you. All this stress you can take, you stand strong by your Indian woman, but fuck you, I'm a business man. But your black woman keys, you can't, she gotta go, I can't fuck with her, man. She's free. But people say, she comes to my job with a loud mouth, I can't take it, too much stress for me. But your Indian woman now, her parents kicked out the house. Her parents called you a nigger, the white parents disowned you, called you a nigger, burn across your lawn, so you're a nigger lover, and how dare you love that monkey. That's worth the fight, man. That's worth the fight. That ain't toxic. That ain't toxic, man. That's because we hate our own. So Lakia, the Chinese woman, the parents disowned her. You can't be with me. You're a nigger lover, man. And the black man, there, man. I'm gonna be with you for thick and thin. But the black woman gives a bit of headache. Oh man, see, I'm done with black women. Can't deal, you know. It's too much. That loud mouth. I just can't deal, man. That's because we hate our own, man. That's because thanks to the Christian church, the black man ain't man enough, man.
Right.
Black man, listen, do you know how ridiculous you sound when you say when you're a black man that says that you don't like black women? It sounds ridiculous, man.
That's right.
You've never heard a Chinese man say, "Yo, I can't do with Chinese women, man." You've never heard anyone ever heard a lion say, "Yo, I can't deal with a lioness, man. She's too lion for me." You looking at lion like, yo, what kind of pussy old lion are you, man? So to my French. Imagine Alban if a lion goes, "Yo, I'm the king of the jungle, but I can't deal with the lioness, man. She's too rough for me." Like, what kind of pussy old lion is this, man? And black man, that's how you sound, man. You sound like a waste, man. But you're saying that black woman's too strong for you. But black woman's stronger, you gotta be stronger, man. That's right. Black woman's tougher, you gotta be tougher, man. You're saying she's tougher than you. You're bitch made, man. You gotta come to the UK and get your balls, man.
That's right.
You're scared of your counterpart. She's your counterpart. She's the female version of you, and she's too hard for you. And that's a lot about you, man. And maybe you should get a white woman. You should. You probably should. And leave these strong black women for us, man. We'll handle them for you, man. Go on, talk your out, man.
Can't. Book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son.
And Tobit's dad is a man like myself, a man in the truth, teaching his son, man. We gotta teach our sons about Christmas, Easter. We gotta tell them to beware. Beware means, be on the lookout. And Tobit's dad saying, yo, son, beware of all whoredoms, man. And there's one whoredom in particular that Tobit's dad is teaching them about, man.
Cool. And chiefly take a wife. And chiefly
above all things, above everything. So he teaches about whoredoms. Whoredom is an unlawful sex. And he's saying, when it comes to unlawful sex, make sure, are we done?
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
And he's saying, above all things, take a wife of the seed of your fathers, man. Meaning what? Having sex with a woman that ain't of the seed of your fathers is what? Whoredom, man. Having sex with a white woman is whoredom. Having sex with a Botswana woman is whoredom. Black man, listen, you don't speak Botswana. You ain't seen a Botswana woman in your life, but because we're so lustful and we're just raging and horny, we want to have sex with a Botswana woman who don't want to have sex with you, man. They love their own men. But we're just so raised on pornography and raised in the Christian church, who's lustful. I want to taste everything. These women don't like us, man. They like their own. Pakistani women like Pakistani men. Even though they're ugly as shit and hairy, somehow, some reason they like them. Let them have that. Let them have that man. Let that man have his woman. Leave him alone, man. You got your woman. You got your black woman. Woo. So let me go to the black woman. I'll go off on Slakia. Carry on.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
Ooh, and take not a strange woman to wife. What a strange woman is a Botswana woman. If that's the correct term. A Chinese woman. You know what I mean? A black, what's it, Blasian woman, whatever the case would be. That's a strange woman, man. That is a strange woman. And thanks to Christianity, we are brainwashed. And we like, let me tell you something, black men do not like white women, man. The reason why we like them is why? Because we are brainwashed. That's the reason why. You want to know why black men like white women? Because of pornography, man. Because from the day you're born, you see Barbie, you see everything great that's white, and that's why you've been brainwashed to like white women. But white women don't have what black men want, man. Because we've been brainwashed thanks to Christianity. A strange woman is a heathen, man. You know what I mean? Any more on that? In fact, keep it.
Which is not of thy father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets.
Look at that, man. Saying, don't marry these heathen women, man. We are the children of the prophets, man. We are the special ones, man. They're filthy, they're disgusting, they're nobody, man. Africans put plates in their lip and circumcised women. The white man in the 1600s started the Great Plague of London, man, and the bubonic plague. They're disgusting. We are the clean ones, man. We are the holy ones. They ain't on our level, man. He said, we are the children of the prophets. We are greater than them. Keep it in.
That's right. Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
All these famous men that the whole world knows about, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, that's our forefathers, man. We have sex with of our own tribe. These people don't come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They are beneath us, man. They are scum. Keep it in.
Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred.
I say, listen, from the beginning, even our fathers did it. Our fathers married women of their own kindred, man, of their own family. We done.
And were blessed in their children.
I will bless in our children. Keep it in.
And their seed shall inherit the land.
Keep it in.
Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren and despise not.
That's the key part. Read that part. Every time I read this, I get chills in my spine. But look at the context. So he's saying, listen to what Tobit that's saying, love yourself, love your own nation, have sex with women of your own tribe. Therefore, meaning by doing this, we done.
Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren.
So he's summing it all up right now. Slack it up, and I get excited about this. Now he's summing it up now. So he's saying, right, having said that, therefore, we done.
Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren.
Stop. So what's he saying? What is Tobit saying? If you're sex with a black woman, Hispanic woman, Native Indian woman, what are you doing?
You're loving your brethren, man. You're loving your people.
There you go, man. And if you're sex with a Botswana woman and an Asian woman, Asian but not Asian, whatever that means, what are you doing?
You're hating your people, man.
There you go, man. So when you see brothers that want Asian woman and Botswana woman, they just hate themselves, man.
That's right.
They look at themselves and they think, yo, I ain't shit, man. I ain't nothing, man. I gotta have sex with a Botswana woman to feel like something. Having sex with a black woman like me, that don't count for nothing. I don't get stripes for that, man. I gotta have sex with a white woman, a Chinese woman, and then I'm something. They're not cool. If you can pull an Asian woman, then you're something. They're hard to get. There's something in life. But a black woman, it's coming. Right. That's just it, man.
It's like
go on.
You know, they want to have sex with a white woman or an Asian woman, so their children has quote unquote pretty hair or some shit like that. Little do they know that the Christ had woolly hair, man. Woolly hair is the most beautiful hair on this planet.
God, come on.
The greatest man on earth had hair like you and me, man. But you want that pretty hair.
Come on,
Salakia.
What the pretty hair? Black woman's hair is beautiful, man.
That's right.
You ever seen that? You ever seen them baby hairs that the woman were doing with the toothbrush?
Boy,
you ever seen them braids? You ever seen that? What's the fuck called? The finger wave?
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen the the singles, the box braids? Let me stop, y'all, because Salakia. You know what I mean? You know, you can have the blonde stringy thing, but listen, black women are beautiful, man.
That's right.
You can have what you want, but listen, I've seen black women that them baby hairs where I'm on. Yeah. and cornrows. Them box braids. What else it's like that. So lucky, yeah. But anyway, let's go into 420 real quick. I ran out of time, man. So lucky, man. Anyway, 420 was this week. 420. I'll break down 420 for me because I'm old, man. I don't even know. And so lucky, speaking of black women, man, I don't know how Albon come on the scene young and fresh and how old, 20-something years old. Taking on this black woman, man. You know, I've been in school how much years and no one's ever put in a request to me, man. I'm the ugly priest, just to do scripture breakdown class. Me have Albon come on the scene, taking all the black women, man. Hair all long and shit, and black women requesting for Albon. I'm there. You know, I gotta go out there and find mines. Fucking hell, man. If you could be Albon, break down 420, good.
Can't sir. So 420 is for these damn drug addicts that can't put down the weed, can't put down the drugs. They smoke their brains out every damn day, but on 420 they do a little bit extra. They smoke a little bit more on the 20th of April. They go crazy with the weed and they damn near smoke themselves half to death.
I saw something at 420 that was ridiculous, man. I saw a man just like Snoop Dogg here in Hyde Park in London for 420. Let me show you.
Right. Was that not Snoop Dogg? I thought it was.
No.
I'm doing some videos for Granny.
Hey, speech! Speech! Stop them bitches! Right, yo, we're gonna be able to find it. Yo, pass these around, oi! Oi, the UK's first league. Just go on the website, put the waiting list, just say you can't sleep, did you?
It really did look like proof of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, sweet, oi, listen, there's some more of it online.
So lucky I was deceived.
Hey, that is not Snoop Dogg. You like got played.
Right.
You like got played, boy. That is not Snoop Dogg, but you might got played. Yo, listen, a lot of people actually thought that was Snoop Dogg. That's a lookalike, man. And 420, listen, smoking weed is smoking drugs, man.
That's
weed
right.
Is a drug. You get a lot of people saying, I don't take drugs, but smoke weed. Weed is a drug, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I've seen weed. Have you seen a man that smokes weed? Oh my god, they're addicts, man. I remember the people smoke on the bus in Manny.
On the bus? Nah, not really. You see vapes everywhere.
Bro, people smoke on the bus. Bro, people smoke on the bus. You know why? Because God forbid the wait 4 stops.
Right.
Smoke on the bus, man, and come, put that fucking weed smoke in your fabrics, man. Risk getting a fine by the government because they got to have that weed, man. Listen, weed is addictive, man. And you come in the UPK, you can't smoke weed, man.
That's
There's
right.
nothing great about weed. All you gotta do is go on. If you could go on the NHS here, type in effects of weed or effects of weed. Yeah, Rasta's talking about because weed's good for your man and weed this is good for the soul. Well, let's see what science says, man. So, let's see what the NHS says. Listen, we gotta start listening to these, these people that got no scholarship, got no certificates, and tell black people, yeah, man, you got this and that, and Haile Selassie and the weed and jar and weed smoking is good for the come from the earth. Forget that, man. You got no certificate, man. You've never been in no lab. You never looked under no microscope. Let's see what the professionals say about weed, man. Let's go to try to get it. If you can get the NHS, if not,
come on, sir.
Let's see what they say about smoking weed, man. Since you know so much, please zoom in look a little bit.
I don't know why it's so dull. Let me accept the conclusion. Let me zoom in. So the risk factors says cannabis can make some existing mental health symptoms worse. And has been cannabis can make some existing mental health symptoms worse.
How is weed good for you and from the earth and from God and it's natural and it's not like coke? Coke got chemicals in it. Weed is better. It makes your mental health worse, man.
That's
why is it every madman I see walking on the road crazy? Every time you see him walking out across the road, why is that? Because he smoke weed, man. Have you noticed every madman that harasses people on the bus happens to have dreads?
Right.
Why is he having dreads? You want to know why he has dreads, Alban? Because he used to be a Rastafarian and he used to smoke weed. That same man you're running from, if he's shit. I see him all the time. He's marching down the Soho Road. They call it the Soho Road. Not Soho Road. You see him marching down the Soho Road, crazy at his mind, singing to himself. He used to be a Rasta man. And he smoked all the weed in the world, and now his mental health is worse than man. And now he's crazy. Now he terrorizes the bus stop. He's scared to walk by him, petrified. Why? Because we did that, man. And I was up and down the Soho. Sorry, yeah. And I was up and down the Soho Road, just terrorizing people trying to go to work, man. Terrorizing people on the tube, on the tube, you know. In fact, I don't know how he got on the tube because the tube is expensive, but he somehow finds himself on the tube harassing poor people in London, man. Carry on.
Can't. And has been linked with the possible development of mental health issues.
There you go. Come on. There must be some more. Give me some bronchitis, some chest infections. Come on, loads, man. Come on, give me some.
We've got here some of the most commonly reported symptoms: difficulty sleeping, vivid dreams and nightmares.
Come on.
Low mood, difficulty concentrating.
Low mood. Come on.
Irritability, cravings, and inhaling any substance into your lungs can cause irritation to the delicate tissue. This includes tobacco, cannabis, and vaping products.
And you know what else? You know what else, Alban? If you're a weed head and you love women, you call yourself a gallus, you might want to put down the weed, man. It's lucky. Right. You know what else weed causes? Weed causes bad breath, black lips, and yellow teeth. And then women don't like bad breath and yellow teeth, and then out of breathness. You know what I mean? They don't like out of breathness. Right. Get me? If you're a gallus, you might want to stop that, man, and get your life in order. I'm gonna get one quick scripture out before we wrap up, man. You know what I mean? It's like it. What's the vivid dreams about? Oh, come on, man.
Vivid.
Wait. Erectile dysfunction. See, so that's science. You call yourself a gallus, gallus, then shit. You can't even tell up. So that, yeah, you got. Come on, man. You can't go the distance. Why? Shame. Sorry. Talk about it. What's the vivid dreams?
Vivid dreams is like when you have like a dream that's really realistic, and it's frequent. So it's like, I don't know. It's like basically you'll really like feel what you in your dream. It's like an intense dream that can linger.
There you go. You're smoking to get rid of your problems, and you're just getting more problems, man.
Basically, it's like when you know that you're dreaming, but it's so real, you feel like you're awake as well. So even when you are awake, you feel like you're still living in the dream, and that's why you appear crazy, because you're actually dreaming, but you feel like it's your real life.
I'm supposed to smoke weed. It's okay. I'll stay sober. I'll stick to the E&J. Right. So lucky. Beautiful drink right here. Goes for $17.95. In fact, Jay, you can buy the E&J and the Coke for under £20, man. Wonderful drink, man. Have some of this. Have a bit of this in moderation. Wonderful. But split, if you keep that split. So lucky. We don't want that, man. If you could give me a Proverbs 16:27.
Can't. Proverbs 16, verse 27. Book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
What kind of man?
An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
And an ungodly man diggeth up evil, man. And what else?
And in his lips there is a lips.
In his lips, we done?
There is a burning fire.
In his lips is a burning fire, man. That split, that cigarette, man. An ungodly man has that between his lips, man. And that's what you are. You're celebrating 420, man. Getting high, man. You know how you gonna be a gangbanger, man? You smoke weed, man. How you gonna put in work on them ops, man? How you gonna run for the police and jump the fence, man?
Right.
Be out of breath. Listen, you better not come to camp and try to bother one of these holy priests if you're smoking weed. When these are Hebrew Academy graduates, man. Hebrew Academy graduates that just about pass the Hebrew Academy with their life. That can go the distance, man. I would advise you, Mr. One of these, man. You won't go well. Anything you want to say about
I was going to say, on that point, they try to come against us and their weed heads. Listen, man, The Most High said, make our foreheads strong against their foreheads. And guess what else? Our lungs are stronger than their lungs, man. Salakia. We can speak
There
loud.
you go. I love showing you yours.
Right.
Salakia. You go in 5 minutes. We just get started, man. So warm up for us. Salakia.
That's right.
If you only knew, we can't tell you because it's a secret, but if you only knew the intensity we go through, man, in the Hebrew Academy, listen, you couldn't do that, man. One, man, listen, you got erectile dysfunction, man. That's when you fuck with us. You can't stand up, man. Let's stop, man. That's when you fuck with us, man. You got vivid dreams, man. We wake up nice next to a beautiful black woman. We had the best dreams, man. We go to bed with smiles on it. We go to bed smiling. Our belly full of the flavors, nice jerk chicken, and whatever the case may be. But we, my nigga, you got to sleep, man. Because you smoke all that weed. When we sleep good, we got to snooze the alarm clock 3-4 times. You know what? We wake up for 7, so we set it for 6. Because we know we got to snooze it 6 times. That's awesome. But anything to bring out before we wrap up album real quick.
If I could just shout out a few brothers and sisters, make sure they're not missed. If I could,
please, Baba could shout out.
Come on, Most High Christ. Shout out to Officer Swap Allah, Trinidad and Tobago. Most High Christ. We got Officer 5000 Mother Bar, Shalom. We got Chicago. We got Shana, River Officer Ramawan. We got Angel, Chicago. Most High Christ. Obviously, we got Tasna Y, Nakapaya, Rakal, all them, man. Most High Christ. Good to see y'all in it.
Most High Christ, but forever plugging in, man. You know what I mean? Anyone that we might have missed, man. I really appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. Everyone chimes in. Everyone gives their comments. We love that, man. We put your comments up if we can. And just, keep sharing. Keep sharing. A lot of people in the week share their videos with me and keep doing it. Even if your video don't get shown in the show, just that we're busy and a lot of content, but keep pushing it. Right. Alba, listen, you're welcome to come on the show anytime, man. Anytime. We need more of it, Alba. We need some young brothers. We don't see your face more, man. You get me? The girls don't want to see you as well. Not just me.
No sweat. I'll be honest.
You want to see you, but more. Forget me. I ain't shit. The girls don't want to see you. Get me? So make sure you come true, man. We don't want more. We got a trip coming up in the UK. Make sure you come to that as well, man. It's gonna be lit. We're gonna go to Edinburgh Castle where King James was born. So look at these. You have a look already started shit. Already look. Excellent show. Man, like an hour bar. I told you I'm not ugly priest, but I saw it go. I saw it sometimes. But everyone comes to have a wonderful time. And yeah, man, the world coming for again. Be here again next week, every Friday, 9 to 11. Shalom.
Okay, man, sure cards. Yeah. Are the Matrix? Sham cheesy. Karatia. When me say U.P.K, U.K. Well, anyway. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends. Dog, we fly out and one bend span the ends. But we die out and more dead pan the ends. Where me come from, you lucky if you live long day in a the war zone. But an up Pakistan, a the place where you juvenile a the big man. Graver you do time, brother pick one, yo. Man a fi bleach but I never zone of the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy them response. You we dead if you a Christian, devil them strong. We say, but is a trick done. Them one we fall down in a the quicksand. Me killer them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man him is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. I same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, it no matter what the distance. Hey, boom. We there a whole a rem span the ends. Me and me dog them a whole a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pan we head pan the ends. We feel this span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends, dog. We fly out and one bend span the ends. But we die out and more dead body them. Once upon a time round ya so did nice. Full of vibes, man a play football, choose a side. If I no football, you like one go shoot a dice. But everything change when me nigga lose him life. Who for crime? A certain black coffee get scrutinized. Check every taxi on the route I drive. Then you to ride them two connive. Man have to sleep at the and shoot a night. And watch your head back, you never know who for time round. You no safe again. Watch out for the hater them and the traitor them and the fake friend dog the acre tens. No solution for make amends. Babylon say ceasefire, but we nah no faith na them a sake of them. Make the crime rate so great again, and Jamaica red hot like the equator belt or Jamaica bread. Cause you never break no bread. With the ghetto youth them, you send the Terminator them dad. So man a fi wall a rem span the ends. Me and my dog them a wall a med span the ends. Every man ya so lose friends span the ends. Torment Babylon a put stress pa we head span the ends. We feel death span the ends. Every man a try be the next span the ends dog. Fi fly out and one bend span the ends, but we die out and more dead span the ends. Lucky if you live long, they in a the war zone. But an Pakistan is a place where you're juvenile are the big man. Pray for you do time, brother, pick one dad. Man a fi bleach, but I never zone. A the 6 pants and the rifle with kickstand. Quick answer to enemy, them respond. You will dead if you a Christian, devil in strong hands. A trick done, them want we fall down in a the quicksand. Me kill a them where they are London, England. Teach me say the white man name is a trickster. The same struggle man a face in a Kingston. A same struggle them a face in a Trinidad. All the way I go to Birmingham, Brixton. The link strong, no matter what the distance.
Kevin's Records.